All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd. It's Monday, March 6, 2009, 8:22 p.m. As usual, I have Deborah with me. Hi, Deborah. How's your day been so far?
Hi, Brian. I'm doing fine.
So
Haven't
you
gotten much done today. I was
sleeping a little
catching up
bit?
on sleep.
Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna make this kind of quick tonight. I have another show to do at 9 o'clock. As far as what's in the box, Deborah, how many emails did we get today about what's in the box?
One email received today.
Okay, so we only got one. So um, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to watch the episode before this one and the one before that. Anyways, there's a box, something inside of it. If you want to know more, watch the last episode. So let's move on. Amber Alert cases. There's I think we have about 4 or 5 active Amber Alert cases. As far as news goes, any updates? Deborah, anything been going on?
I've checked for some updates. I haven't, been able to check all of them, plus all of the cases for tonight. I'm running kind of behind on that. There was something said in chat about something being found near Sandra Cantu's home. Do we know more about that? I
I
think Sass said something.
Yeah, Gail had said something to me. Well, Skype something and said there was some news on that case today. I've been gone out with my kids today, so I don't know what has happened. But if you don't know anything, um, then I don't know anything. They said some article of clothing or something might have been found. That's what I heard this morning. That's all I know.
Okay, well, if someone has more information on that, could they share it, please, at whatever point during the
I can Google
podcast?
it, but if there's anything important, we'll bring that up. But we have that case open. The case has been open. Um,
Okay, a black sealed container is what was found, according to a couple people in chat.
okay.
They found it in a pond or in an irrigation canal, and it wasn't there 2 weeks ago, 2 miles from the home.
Okay. Well, what's the significance of it, though?
Not sure.
I
They
mean,
drained a pond
they drained the
under the
pond.
tank.
When how did they know it wasn't there 2 weeks ago?
Not sure.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll get into the. We can research that a little bit later. Let's get started with these cases. We're reviewing 5 cases tonight. Case number 459 is Katie O'Shea. DD 5932 is actually Steve Fawcett. We added the case last night, but from what I mentioned today, he's been located. Correct. Deceased, unfortunately, but he's been located. Right, Deborah?
Right.
Okay, we'll go over that real fast then. Case 537, Denise Pipitone. Case 717, Nathaly Alonzo, and 718, Amos Mortier. Um, those are the 2 new cases. The last two new cases. In case 718, I'll be doing a show with Gail at 9 o'clock. So Gail, let's or Gail, sorry, sorry, Deborah. Let's uh, let's do case 717 first, which would be Nathaly Alonzo. Um, and let me get that image up too, because those actually we were supposed to do that last night, I believe, and we didn't get to it. I think that's because I didn't have the information posted or something. Wasn't that it?
Yeah, you didn't have the images and stuff ready yet?
Okay. Well, they're already there's her image up there. This is case 717. I guess I think it's pronounced Nathaly Alonzo. Deborah, what more information do we have for her?
Um, Nathaly has been missing since March 26th of 2009 from Bridgeville, Delaware. Her date of birth is December 23rd, 1996. She's 12 years old. She's a Hispanic female, 5 feet 3 inches tall, 145 pounds, brown hair, green eyes. She was abducted by Jose Castro. There has been a felony warrant issued for Jose as of the 31st of March. Nathaly has a scar on her lip and on her abdomen. She has pierced ears. The two of them may be traveling in a green and brown 1995 Ford Explorer, Delaware license plates number PC 55921. Now, Jose Castro is a 19-year-old, and she's 12. She is listed with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children as an endangered runaway. but it does state that she's abducted by Jose. So it looks to me like a situation where a 19-year-old dating a 12-year-old, possibly.
Well, that's disgusting. Okay, I seriously hope not. But I mean, so apparently they've known each other for a while.
It appears that
Okay,
way, yes. From what
I
I
actually
found, just a whole lot.
okay. I looked up. I think I got a picture of him too. Because I wanted to compare that to something that I had on this case. Anyways, the dream drawings were done on April 4th of 2009. First one says north of Richmond, has connection to GS man that works for DOD County, 16.2 miles JR. DOD could more than likely be the Department of Defense. If that's the case, GS would be like a government service job. Next one is a picture of a two-story home. It looks like it's got 3 or 4 windows in the bottom and then one up top. And the third drawing is of a man. It says, and I wrote down, this may be the man that's with her. Looking at the picture, this does not look like the man I believe that she's with. So possibly this may be something completely not related to this case at all, or there's something we don't know about this case that has something to do with what's on here. But what I'm seeing from here does not seem like it's related to the case, but it could be. Any thoughts or comments, Deborah?
I don't know. There's not a lot of information available out there, and from when I looked at your work,
Mm-hmm.
I looked to see if there's something I could research or try to figure out, and I didn't come up with anything.
I did a little bit. Richmond is in Virginia.
Right.
I don't think that's close. Yeah. So I really don't know. Maybe a redo in this case. Let's see what happens. Hopefully she's safe. I think statistically, when something like this happens, they usually end up safe. So I hope that happens in this case. Endangered runaway at 12 with a 19-year-old. That's okay. I would call that kidnapping or trafficking. That's what I would call it.
Well, they did issue the kidnapping warrant for him.
Okay.
I was surprised to see that they listed her as a runaway, though. In my eyes, she's not a runaway.
Yeah.
And she's 12. She's a
12 years old.
child.
What grade would that be? Like junior high, elementary school?
12-year-old is 6th or 7th grade at the most.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to a case. Unless you have anything else, Deborah.
No, I don't.
Okay. The next case is case 718. Let me get the graphic up right there. Okay, this case is requested to be opened by Gail yesterday. These are the dream drawings that actually were done last night, and this is for Amos K. Mortier. And Deborah, do you have any information for Amos?
Yes, I do. Amos has been missing since November 8th of 2004 from Madison, Wisconsin. His date of birth is April 28th of 1977. He was 27 years old when he went missing. He would be going to be turning 32 this month. 5 feet 6 inches tall, 130 to 135 pounds, Caucasian male, brown hair, hazel, blue eyes. He wears glasses with dark brown frames. He has a scar above his right eyebrow and his top teeth are crooked. He was last seen wearing a hooded brown Carhartt jacket, a collared shirt, blue jeans, tan or brown hiking shoes, and a baseball cap with a blue full tie on it. There's not a lot of information regarding the circumstances or leading up to them from when Amos went missing. He does have a website that his mom has up for him that has information.
Can you Skype me that link real quick?
Okay, I'll put that in Skype. You want to share what you have?
Yeah. Was there anything else? I didn't mean to cut you off again. I seem to have a habit of doing that.
No, go ahead with what you have.
Okay. What was done last night? Unfortunately, I do not think Amos is alive. This is why. First dream drawing says 8164 broken nose, James. I believe this is a person that may be responsible for Amos's death. Next dream drawing says 1.9 miles from home. He 1.9 miles from home that he knows well, so I don't think that's his home. West Country Road. If you look at the top left-hand corner, that is the symbol that I usually associate with death or passing over or whatever. The next dream drawing says was hit by a two-door pickup, X47A, X-ray 47 Alpha. That may be a license plate. I'm not exactly sure. I have not done any research at all in this case, but we will. I think that maybe this is what I'm coming up with. This gentleman here may have been driving this two-door pickup and may have hit Amos either on purpose or on accident, but did not report what had happened. I certainly hope that's not the case, but that's what I got from last night's stream. It's still a little fresh in my head, but that's what I got. So I'm sorry to say that, but that's what I'm coming up with. Any other comments on this case, Deborah?
No, there seems to be, some information of the struggle for Amos's mom to get resolution and answers and things like that since Amos went missing. There's not a lot about, around the time he went missing from what I could find. It'll be interesting to see the information that she shares, and I'm trying to, I've been looking some at his website and reading up on the case. There's a lot of stuff there.
Okay, yeah, okay, I got the website. The website is, findamos.com. I haven't even looked at it yet. Let me just glance at it real quick. I put the link on top of the case file. Okay, it's got a lot of pictures up there too. From Fitchburg, WI, that's Wisconsin, right?
Right, Fitchburg, Wisconsin, that's near Madison. Madison's the capital.
Okay, we have a link up there. We also have the two forum links that are open too. Deborah, you set those up the day before yesterday, correct?
Right.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on now to the three cases that we cover every night. The cases that we cover every night are older cases. We're going in order. We're going in numerical order, which is pretty much chronological order. It's trying to bring more attention to these cases, and in doing so, when I look at these cases, I'm able to update anything on the page, correct typing, spelling errors, and whatever information that maybe shouldn't be there, like personal information or something like that. We try to remove. So that said, the next case would be case number 537. Let me get the graphic up real quick. I have to go back here. We got a phone call there. I'm sorry, it won't be 537. It'll be 459 first. We will have that case though. 459, and this is Katie O'Shea. And we open the case right here. The graphic should be up right there. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, the case was requested to be opened on July 28th of 2007. Deborah, what information do we have for Katie?
This is those cases where I've had a hard time locating, a good, I guess a good set of information for her, to share. This is a case from Australia. They don't have as good a systems as we have with the databases.
I'm getting deja vu here real quick. This is the Gary Gregg Adams case too, right? We just did it. Okay. So it's number 2. Is this okay?
Yeah,
so let everybody know this is actually from the same person. This is just 1 and 2 that were just done on different dates. Okay, go ahead, Deborah. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Katie, she's been missing from Australia since December 29th of 2005. She was visiting. I would say Tableland would be how you pronounce it, and that's how it's spelled. They probably pronounce that a bit differently in Australia. She was visiting there from Melbourne, and she dropped her son dropped her off at Atherton in order to shoot pool and have some drinks, and have a good time out. They didn't see her after that. So it appears that after she was dropped off for a night out, she wasn't seen again. And I have seen that, there's been a couple articles as far as trying to get more the investigation going more.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets cold after a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that, and that they're trying to do that, but none of these things really give a lot of information as to what happened. So it's just a lot different as far as what you get in other countries, with the information aspect of it. If people out there have information on Katie O'Shea's case that they can share, please post in the forum. Please email it in and share it, so we all know more about Katie's case. Go ahead, Brian.
Okay, the drawing's done on 7/28 of 07. First one says bald spot, red hair, hunter, 40s, white male, Mary Water. Once again, guys, if you're in the chat room, if you click in the top upper right hand corner, you'll be able to open this case and see exactly what I'm reading to you right now. This looks like there's a drawing of a man who's wearing glasses, looks like a button-up shirt. I'm not sure. It might be the number 3 written here for some reason. It says he's got a hunter, definitely receding hairline. The bold spot right here. Next one says she is in Brisbane. I thought it said safe, but yeah, it does say safe. Let me put that. I gotta put safe in there. She is safe in Brisbane, Australia. That is a real location. I do know. I don't know exactly where that's at. I do know it's something it's supposed to place in Australia. The number 37, police will locate her. It says 37 again, and by a tire shop. She may be living by some type of tire shop with whatever that image is on the right-hand side. I don't know what that is. But it's anybody's guess, I guess. The next one says, was scared to join together. Miles, Redbrook 61. The good news is it says I think that she's alive, but she may not want anybody to find her for some reason or another. So we could look up this location. I mean, there's Brisbane on there. There's a few numbers. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be too much of help, but I think that the good thing is it did say she was alive, and she didn't want to be found. And I don't know what the reasoning behind that is. That's what I got. Anything else in this case, Deborah?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Any relations to the other case that person requested? Yeah, I don't think there is.
You mean any connection to Gary's case?
Yeah. I
didn't see anything. You don't see anything either?
No. Nope. Nothing even close. Could be just totally unrelated, which it probably is. Okay, next case is Steve Fawcett. We're going to cover this really, really quick. I added it last night to the case request. I don't know why. Is it on the missing page that he's still missing or something like that? Because I just go down the case line and I just skip the ones that say located. For some reason, I grabbed him. I don't know why.
Well, I never really looked at it that much, to be honest, and
maybe I didn't update it. I'm going down right home. Let's see. $458, $459. Yeah, it says still missing. That's why. On it's case 536, DD 5932. I'm glad I'm here. I'm gonna have to put located. It says still missing in the page in the index of cases. That's why we're doing this case right now. We generally try not to. We don't do cases that have been located. And let me just update this. It'll just take me a second. So it's also case 5. Okay. So anyways, this would be case number 536, but he has been located. See, it says it there. These were dream drawings. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dream drawings that may be related. In information, if you click on there, it starts from the let's see the first date on there. I got to clean up some pages here. On 9/10/2007, as far as the relations to these dreams here. We did get a location of where Steve Fawcett was, or where I thought he was. There's maps up here, and you can see that it's pretty close. I'm looking here. The information they put out. I think he was found, like, I think a year or so later after these things were done. Yeah, 9/27. Are you looking at the case, Deborah? You don't have to.
I'm not, so
Okay.
go ahead.
Well, first of all, the whole page is centered in the center. I just moved it to the left. Yeah, from what it looks like is the location that they had put up, where he was, may be correct. That's all there was. Yeah, Mammoth Lakes there. And then there's an M for Mammoth Lakes. Either way, he's been located. I don't think I put Steve Fawcett in the found section. There's no need to, but he was located. Unfortunately, he wasn't located alive. Let me just fix this real quick, and we'll move on to the next case. This page, Deborah, all the text was centered. And it's like everything was moved over to the center for some reason, and so I just aligned it back to the left. Because I was going like this trying to read it. Let me get that done, and then one more thing, and we'll go on to the next case. I do remember when Steve Fawcett was found. I think they had found some ID or something first, and then they found his body. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Okay, the page is cleaned up. Let me just see something else here. Yeah, the original dream drawings were done on 9/2/2007, and I don't even think we knew at the time that it was maybe for Steve, and it still might not be. Then I think I did some more work on it. Yeah, once again, it says Moon, Nevada, M98. I think that was a location. I don't know if I'd call this correct or not. I mean, it seems to be in the general area, but it may be just coincidence too. But there's a lot of information. If you guys want to look at it, it's posted. You might want to wait just a few more minutes before you view it. It'll look a lot better. Okay, so the last case for tonight would be case 537, Denise Pipitone. And let me get the right here. And this case was requested to be open on September 21st of 2007. I'm not exactly sure by who. Either way, the case is open, or was open. Deborah, what information do we have for Denise?
This is an abduction in Italy. Denise Pipitone, her date of birth is October 26th of 2000. She's been missing since September 1st, 2004. She's 8 years old right now. She's female, brown hair, brown eyes, 3 feet 2 inches tall. They list 98 centimeters, 35 pounds, and she's missing from Italy. There was a time, I believe it was last year, there was a photograph. They'd gotten a photograph of a child that they thought could be Denise. That was confirmed not to be Denise. But this is one of those cases, once again, where it's out of the country, and we just don't have the amount of information and attention on the cases that we do here in the U.S. And, a lot of times we don't think that our cases in the United States get enough attention. But when I look at the ones from out of the country, I realize, we're in good shape here as far as what we get. There is a website for Denise, and I'll put that address in Skype if you want to go ahead and share what you have.
Yeah, real quick, back to you said they found a picture and they compared it to somebody else.
Right.
Where did you find that information? In the case file or on the news sites?
I found that while looking at website. I found it. It's that photo of the other girl that they thought could be Denise is
Right.
pretty much
Do
everywhere.
you know where that came from?
Where?
Yeah.
No.
Me. Actually came from a
You,
reader, yes. Remember I tell you when I was telling you guys that I've worked with some people that actually are into the cyber crimes units and that do look up child pornography sites that pose as modeling sites and stuff like that. A reader had found this, and what we did is we took a lot of different images, and you'll see all the images that if you look on this case file, you actually see all the images that we pulled up as far as how she looks, how they both compared. Deborah, when you say that they said it wasn't her, that's what people say, but there's really no confirmation, at least as far as I've been gotten. I'm sure it probably wasn't her, but it just goes to show you that when children are taken, they're taken for a reason, and a lot of times they end up on these sites, and a lot of these sites actually pose as modeling agencies for young children. Um, and I'm not sure how many parents want to let their 6 or 7 or 8-year-old pose in positions wearing outfits that are completely inappropriate for that age on websites, but they do it all the time, including in the United States.
right.
But you'll see we took a lot of pictures and a lot of images too. A lot of these graphics were done by somebody that I know, in this case and in a couple other cases too. One of the cases, it turned out that the child's name was even the same. Okay, you remember that one from that modeling agency in the United States? There was a modeling agency in the United States, and this one child was missing. Okay, and the name was the same. The first and last name was the same, and they looked alike. We called the modeling agency. Even the modeling agency said, "You know what? We're going to check this out right away," because they even agreed. They called me back and said the case was not related, but they thanked me very much for doing that. But it just goes to show you. I mean, I think that's too much of a coincidence. The same name, look alike, the same age, but yet they're not. I don't know. I think one thing that should happen is some of these modeling agencies, somebody should say, hey, I want to know, confirm that where the parents are of these children that are on the set. Because I think that when they're in there doing whatever, the parents have to be with them or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's a little odd. Okay, so anyways, the case was opened on September 21st of 2007. The first stream drawing says. Danger, crime family is involved. Child is in Bangkok, IOOL. We know where Bangkok is. And Bangkok is a hub for human trafficking, prostitution, underage, everything. It's a completely sick and disgusting place, I think. Maybe not the whole place, but I've never been there personally, but just from what I've read, it's not a very nice place. It says the church is a cover. Look in the basement. They sell children, not runaways. 261. This is definitely human trafficking. Definitely related, I believe, with the Catholic Church again. That just like in Portugal, that actually pose as orphanages. Well, actually, they are legitimate orphanages, but something goes on in those orphanages where the children get trafficked out to work in the sex industry and in pornography and other stuff like that. Next one is a very detailed description of some houses, and I believe these were houses on hillside. Yeah, it says house on hill, 12 children at home, bricks on roof, ladder, Bangkok 261. I believe this is some type of house on a hill in Bangkok where some of these children that are trafficked are there. There's some comments on here, and then if you read below, you'll see there's a whole bunch of information on this case. I'm just reading some of the stuff down here. But in one thing, if you guys are ever looking at some of these these modeling sites, here's one, bubblesmodel.com. Some of these sites are so bad that even though they're legal, they're based out of the United States. I think this one was out of Florida. I even put the who is on here. You'll look at these pictures and you're like, how in the world can this be legal? But it is. And actually, if you want to see, I'm not going to call them out by name, but there's actually, I actually copied the URLs and stuff of these modeling agencies. And I'm not saying they're illegal, but it says only 5 to 16-year-old beautiful baby girls. MrsNNGuide.com, and it's legal. I mean, it's hosted in the United States. If you just read the case file, it's. I don't know, Deborah. What do you think? If you have a 6-year-old, do you think you should put her in a bathing suit modeling?
No, I
On the,
think
what do you?
I think
I mean,
this
who do you think's looking at that? I mean, who do you think if you put something like that in there? What they're not only endangering the kids there. I mean, these there's the freaks that will come to the house, and will stalk these children. I mean, look at the case of that one gymnast on the news. Did you hear about that one?
I think I know what you're referring to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, what do they think? How is this legal to begin with? But apparently it is. As long as you say modeling. I mean, I know it's nothing to do with sex, or prostitution or anything like that. But you don't put a 6-year-old in some of these. I don't know. The information is there if you want to check it out. So are the websites if they're still up. Go ahead, Deborah. What were we saying?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean,
No, you go ahead.
no, I'm listening. I'm actually going to check something out here. If you wanted to comment about modeling sites putting 6-year-old children on the web in bathing suits in if you want to comment on it, we'll skip it.
It might be better if I don't comment. I think we know how I feel about
to get
that.
your blood pressure up.
I maybe should
Okay,
be quiet on
let me
that
just
one.
check something real quick because I wanted to see if this website is still up. Nope, it's gone. It's actually for sale now. Let me check the other one. That's good. I'm sure they just. But the thing is, though, these are legal websites, and they're actually hosted, like I said, in the United States. That one's gone too. Good.
Sadly, though, for the ones that are gone, I'm sure there's other ones out there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, it's I'm sure that they got shut down for some reason or another. But what I'm trying to say is this stuff is completely legal. These are modeling agencies, but I don't think they're showing the proper respect, for children under 8 or people under 18 in the way that they put some of this stuff out. I mean, anyways, this is how they were found. I think that the task force I know with the FBI and stuff that works with cyber crimes and actually investigates a lot of these pornography rings and child pornography, whatever. Most of it, coming out of Russia. Like I said, use that facial recognition software and see if they can match up some of these missing people with these websites that are out there. But if you see, they're both gone. Actually, they're both for sale. So I actually had put back in 2007. I actually put the main information up as far as the Who is information, and it was out of Margaritaville, New York. Once again, completely legal websites. I'm sure they're still out there. Not saying that they're doing anything wrong, but common sense. I don't know. You just have to. I wouldn't even recommend you look at this stuff. But I'm just saying, this is how people are found, though. Unfortunately. And I don't want to bring. I know, Deborah, your blood pressure will go crazy if we talk about this anymore. And anything else?
I'm just being quiet on it right now, Brian.
Okay. There's the box. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell you what's in what this is about. But if you want to know about this box here, this box. I'm gonna see if I can touch it now. This box right here. You check the previous 2 shows. I think show 40, 48, or 49. Thank you, Deborah. Is there anything else we want to get out tonight? Gail just Skyped me and so we can come on her show.
Yeah, I heard from Gail.
If you guys go to Gail's website if you want here at 9 o'clock, she's going to start a live show. Go ahead, Deborah. What would you say?
Pretty much the only thing is, if you like to bring up Adji.
I already had my finger on the button. Okay. This is Adji Desir. We all know he's missing. He's still missing. It's a shame that he's still missing, and it's a shame he's not getting the coverage he should. There is more stuff out there. As far as we know, there are no new leads, no new sightings or anything like that. If you see them, please call 1-800 The Lost or your local law enforcement agencies. Deborah's still actively working and posting in the website findadji.com, and we really need everybody to actually log on there if they can, or anywhere. Print a few pictures and distribute the pictures wherever you think people might see them. That said, anything else, Deborah?
No, I don't have anything, Brian.
Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT on Missing Persons TV. Good night.